that the Japan, Korea, some other countries, its population is declining. So that means population is declining. Says India and Bangladesh still we are lucky. But at the same time, after 2040, we will be also in the same trend. Our population also will be declining because the trend is coming to the every country is gradually. This is the I think God has created the whole world with his own mathematics, which we do not know. So I should say that please try to bring all of the best practices and partnering each other so that we can adopt in our university. Very good morning to everyone, and thank you very much, and thank you for organizing this AUPF 21st AUPF by CM University, and thank you for joining. No doubt, it's a good platform because everyone is coming with giving their best effort. So I hope that maybe AUPF can play a very good role, whatever the topics is to design and to disrupt it. So you know that considering as our great brother, I think Chancellor Vishwanathan is also mentioned that due to cause of this, economical disruption, technological disruption, population, demographic disruption, a lot of the disruption is coming. So we have to consider all of this changing based on the need for adapting in the university. I hope that the ones about the people who are very much focused to come to the university to get their education in the common education, economics and some other, even this culture, mathematics and science and other things. But now specific area students are coming to the university because university is playing a good role to change the mindset of the student because based on the career and based on the future or globalization, I think that university also need to bring the changes and updated their course curriculum. Recently, if you consider these two examples, one is COVID and another, I think this our Guangdong University of Foreign Studies already gave the presentation on the artificial intelligence. So if we consider on these two areas, I think we'll change a lot of this changing is coming. I think before COVID, we are not habituated about utilizing the online education platform. Though a lot of universities are charging. Our Dongsu University, I think he is one of the pioneers. I think that if I'm not wrong, 2016, when the Christian universities organized this AUPF, I think 65 university, we did one agreement, Global Asia Access, GAA. So that means his vision was before COVID-19 that we need to come with an online platform. So blending and bringing all of the partner universities under one platform. But somehow it's a very good initiative, but it was not effectively utilized due to cause of our all partner universities' active participation. So again, it is the time that AUPF can play a big good role. And before coming to the AUPF conference, I think if we can spend 2 or 3 days to bring all of the best practices or the best changing by the various universities who will join in this conference, so we can show this changing of the best practices to this conference. So by this way, all of the president, all of the founder, those who are coming with the best efforts and the time, I think they can get the benefit. Otherwise, I'm sure that whatever changes is going on, if we just talk with this dais, few minutes, I think no other people can realize that what really we need to adopt it in our university. So my humble request will be in the next time, I'm sure that the next AUPF conference, maybe we are going to organize in Dongsu University. So I hope that there will be some changes as the mindset, as the globalization, as the technological, as the educational, a lot of the changes coming. So 2 to 3 days, if we can put the time in the online, it is not necessary to come to the physically. Through the online, we can bring all of the best practices and show each other so that we can present it to the conference that these sorts of partnering university is only playing a very good role to bring the changes. So which can be easily we can design in our new course curriculum. I'm sure that that every university, I think for their own sustainability, they need to change the course curriculum. Not only change, but bring in the new subject also. Because otherwise, in the long run, as again, I'm sure that the Guangdong University of Foreign Studies, how they already implement the AI, I think AUPF can play a very good role and make one of the program only to understand how they are really adopting the artificial intelligence in their university, in faculty, student, course curriculum. So maybe AUPF, I think all of the partnering university can join and 3 days or 4 days, they can join to find out the best practices to Guangdong University of Foreign Studies. So these sorts of mindset, if we are adopting in AUPF, I'm sure that our efforts and our forum also will be more effective. At the same time, that the Japan, Korea, some other countries, its population is declining. So that means population is declining. Says India and Bangladesh still we are lucky. But at the same time, after 2040, we will be also in the same trend. our population also will be declining, because the trend is coming to the every country is gradually. This is the I think God has created the whole world with his own mathematics, which we do not know. So that is why I should say that the Japan is already, I think this Korea, these sorts of countries already is very good. Now the China is coming on the front line. China is also playing a very good role in technology, education, and they are also focusing how they should also play a very good role in the education sector, especially in the higher education. So I should say that please try to bring all of the best practices and partnering each other so that we can adopt in our university. And let's also, we do not know as a AUPF, or even I myself is representing AUAP as a president. Last meeting also I tell the same thing, that please try to all of the best practices so that at least we can list it in the AUPF forum. So I hope that AUPF, as we are playing a very good role, because every year we are meeting and we are trying to find out a lot of the good practices. And if I'm not wrong, I can mention the Surabaya University. When they organize the AUPF, they also try to flourish all of the research article, publication, they are bringing in their side. But continuation of that activities, I think still we are not maintaining. So it is the good time, as again I am going to the Guangdong Foreign University of Foreign Studies, because as they are one of the founder, one of the Secretary General, please try to bring all of these activities and all of these practices done by the AUPF and educate through artificial intelligence, so that anyone can through the AI can understand what AUPF is done from 2001 to until today. Because otherwise, in once upon a time, we'll be linked to this wall. I think all of the data will be lost. So all of our efforts will not be given to the new generation. As I think there's Janos already mentioned, the Gen Z. I think Gen Z is also, their mindset is completely different than us. So let's try to find out, as our Vishwanathan Chancellor is also mentioned, the student participation also need to involve. Because what students like to understand, if we can bring at least Siam University, some of the students bringing their all of the mindset, and if the student is talking in the forum, I think 6 to 7 students, I think if they can find out the best of the students, those who are critical thinking, adaptable mindset, technological development, if we can get their message and their understanding, I hope that we can also learn. So by this way, I think whenever we're visiting to the various countries through the AUPF, I think we can also learn to the young mindset, new mindset people understanding, and we can, going back to our university, we can try to adapt it, change our design, and definitely a disruptive education will be getting benefit through this AUPF platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Kai, for the statement that you mentioned about the best practice.
Thank you. I'm just echoing with Dr. Ponchai and Chancellor Vishwanathan. The outcome will be identified through the student placement. Because student is our backbone and student is our testimonial. They are our ambassador. Whatever we are doing, everything for targeting the students. So we must need to consider the students' placement and their success. And diversification need to also bring through the student, and not only the course curriculum, but a lot of other activities which all of you are aware. Second, I should think that which is not no one is considering. I think Janus in his last point he already mentioned. The 2 points we need to consider, because one is ranking. Because you see, whatever efforts we are doing, I think as BIT has now 4 campuses, 80,000, more than 80,000 students. But again, people always like to, what is your ranking? So that also need to consider in our AUPF for our higher education, because if there is I should say it's a one sort of syndicate. Personally, I don't like this syndicate, because but the way they already established, now they are controlling the whole international arena or higher education. Then what is your ranking? What is your position? What is your departmental position? So, but we need to address this one, because day by day this ranking authority is going to be very strong, and we cannot avoid them. Because we cannot avoid them, we cannot bypass them, because you know that the student before going to enrollment, they try to understand what is the ranking of this university. So that also need to consider in our designing and disruption of the environment, or considering the student perspective. At the same time, we also bring in the accreditation, which was his last point. He mentioned the accreditation. You say accreditation is also, there is another authority, that those who are also coming to the front line, and day by day they are also coming to the very strong position to bringing the compliance and effectivity of the university. So which university of the AUPF, the partnering university of the AUPF, Forum University, they are also doing the best accreditation in this subject. So we can also share each other and try to follow the best practices or best model body already adopted by the university. Maybe BIT is already got some of the accreditation. I'm sure that they already did it. So why not we should share? We should send some of the students. We should some of our faculty, and let's invite them also to focusing this accreditation. So that slowly, why people will come to the joining to the AUPF when they will find that this is such a forum and they are focusing on the right entry and right segment, and the university is getting benefit through this forum in different the development or the best practices going to the whole world. So that's 3 points I already bringing, and the lastly I should say that digital exchange is also need to consider now. I think as again I should salute to the Guangdong University of Foreign Studies. So please we should consider this exchange and how much we are trying to share each other best practices, visiting them, understanding them, and adopting them. So that in next AUPF conference we can tell them, okay, this university has already got lesson from this university and they are uplifting their position. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Tan.